Hello, this is Simon Klein from TradeSmart at 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time on the 18th of February 2018. Welcome to this week's episode of Where is the Dollar Going Next? And what you see before you is a dollar index on the daily chart wound back to the end of the previous week. We said last week that we are up into supply, and if the dollar couldn't get above this supply zone, it's likely to move to the downside. So let's see how the market played out last week. So on Monday, the market started to move to the downside, making the odds that we're going to continue moving to the downside. So on Tuesday, the market continued moving down. On Wednesday, the market actually bounced from this area, but it couldn't continue moving up. It went back up into the supply and then sold off in a rather strong way, meaning the odds are more likely a continuation of the move to the downside. So on Thursday, the market continued moving down, and on Friday, we hit the demand zone below and moved to the upside. So the question is this: what are the odds of where the dollar is likely to go next this week? Well, based on this time frame alone, we're moving up from this demand zone, but this move down made news lows, so it's most likely that this move up will be sold off if it cannot get above this supply zone. So I think initially at the beginning of the week, it's most likely we're going to continue moving to the upside, and then during the week potentially be sold off and then continue moving down afterwards. But the other option is, if we continue moving higher and we're able to break above this supply zone, then it's most likely we're going to have a continuation of the move to the upside. So as usual, let's take a look at the higher time frame. So if we look at the weekly chart, we can see what happened last week. We were in supply and we basically just dropped down to demand and bounced a little bit from the demand zone. So based on this time frame alone, we're still downtrending here, so it's most likely we'll continue moving to the downside. Of course, if we're able to go above this zone, as we said on the daily chart, then we're likely to continue moving or retracing a bit more to the upside. Now again, if we look at the monthly chart, the bigger time frame here is that we're most likely to continue moving down. We just happen to be in a supply becomes demand zone, and this may be all the bounce we get from this area, because if it cannot follow through, it's most likely to go below this area, and if that happens, it's likely to continue moving to the downside. And as we've said in previous weeks, we're likely to go down potentially all the way to this demand zone below. So these are the odds of where the dollar is likely to go next this week. What I'd like to do now is to point your attention to some training where you can actually take a structured approach to learning how to read the market professionally. This is my training course, How to Read the Market Professionally, and it will take you through how to read the trend using pivot analysis, all the different types of supply and demand that there are. You'll understand price direction, which direction is price moving in, and you'll understand how to put it together in multiple time frames. And this can be used in any market, whether it's a stock market, the Forex market, the futures market, Bitcoin, whatever you want. So long as there's a chart, you'll have a handle on understanding how to read the market and knowing where the odds are. This is what we do on a day-to-day basis in our trading room, to find high probability trades to put the odds in our favor so that we make money consistently trading the markets. That's all for now. This is Simon Klein from TradeSmart. If you like this video, hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe at the end. Have a wonderful week of trading.